we're going to have some fun with the late game content of Siralim, and well, let's see where this will take us tonight. I will stay on the Cleric because I made quite some good experiences with that, and I tweaked that guy good enough to be quite effective at this point. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay. So, all the machines are set up and running. Let's have some fun, shall we? So, I have already set up 4 or 5 guilds. And if I remember correctly, I had a bounty on Caliban the Unredeemed. So, we will need to get down to realm depth 428 to get that done. That's one thing we can do. And the other thing I had on my mind was to check out our chances here with the Cleric and see what we can do against the gods. Because, well, that could be a good thing too. So, my creatures... Okay, that doesn't come from attacks or spells. We should be able to take that. But for now, I want to do some realms first. I'm feeling like getting towards the false god thing one more time. No additional attacks or casts on my side. Well, we should be able to deal with that. So, let's see. Isaraz. How far are we down the road here already? Oh, level 30. Hi, Hyorin, welcome. So happy to see you, man. I was hoping that you were jumping in tonight a little bit earlier, because I was really, I'm really quite hyped as yourself, like yourself. You're playing. Well, I was a little bit late myself today. No, I'm just 2 minutes on right now. You basically came just after I've started. Soldier Stinger. How much person we have? 239. Not bad. I really dig that Cleric right now. This guy has gone so crazy. Hey, Nihilistic Squid, welcome, man. Happy to see you. Okay, so my Cleric is working quite simple at this point. I spam one spell and own everything with that, because we have free consecration casts, and whenever something heals on the Cleric team, the Cleric deals tons of damage. I've made myself a macro to cast these mirrored spells, because the problem is you can't put these onto auto cast. Like, if I go for a strategy cast, I cannot configure spell gems which aren't there. So, some people over on the Salon really like Cleric and Purgatorian. Well, Cleric is awesome easy. I mean, it's a crazy easy specialization. I really can't put it into different words, but it's really simple. Stack healing, stack stat gain, own everything. It's pretty stupid and fun. So, oh, we did the realm quest already. Nice. Okay. But basically the fact that just doing a small amount of damage to the enemies and heal myself for a large portion of that spell, we deal tons of damage with that alone. Here we go. It's just the damage from healing myself. Purgatorian I have a build too, it's insane. I like the Purgatorian as well. He is really hard to kill because of that crazy chaining of resurrections on that class. But I guess most specializations have something going on for themselves. I just stuck to the Cleric because I really realized once I started with the false gods, which you get from the guilds, that playtime is over. You should have some serious builds at that point. Otherwise, your progress is rather slow. Or you can play on decent instabilities. Spend 600 god emblems on an avatar. Oof. Oh my god. Well, the good thing is that emblems aren't that hard to acquire anymore. I really like the fact that the amount of emblems that you gain is a lot higher. Boom. Loot explosion. So, friggin' cold hasn't gone completely yet, but I'm feeling like myself today a little bit more. Nowadays, it's faster to farm 100 emblems than one assassinate mission. Yeah, it's. I felt like it was stupidly hard before that to gain emblems, though. So I'm quite happy about this development. Yo guys, can you stop hurting yourself? I personally had the most fun with the Paladin so far, but the Paladin build was quite unstable, and well, Cleric was the most stable build I've created so far. I haven't faced any enemy which was able to tackle that so far. I'm still waiting for it, actually. I mean, it will happen eventually, I'm pretty sure, but so far, I don't know. There hasn't happened anything to these guys. The fact that I create more and more stat ups when we heal makes them at some point, turns these guys at some point into just insane stat balls. Alright. And everything else just melts under the healing. And if we ever run out of healing, our base stats are pumped up that high that the basic attacks hit like a truck. So, really enjoy that gameplay a lot. Roxas Avatar. Yeah, I want to check that out. I'm not done with optimizing here yet. Really feel like we could do something in the creature roster here. No, still. So, I already hunted my first false god, and I also have my first level up on a guild. Prevents active stat gains to get diminishing returns to some degree. Oh, I see, I see. That sounds like fun. And I found my first anointment, which is quite crazy, because basically with the anointments you can pick perks from different classes. So I unlocked that fixed science thing because I figured that with a lot of builds I suffer from the problem that I don't know how to sustain them, because I don't really want to bring up some healing mechanism, and then I saw that one and I was in love, because this is a wonderful way to keep your creatures alive without investing anything. They just heal themselves if they are under 80%. Basically negates every weak to mediocre damage over time effect. And due to the fact that this perk heals you for 20% of the max HP, if these guys have millions of HP, it still works quite decently. I really like that. S scroll. Oh yeah, we're collecting the alphabet. I mean, I could have already went down to the next level, I know that, but, you know, try and stop me. So, we're going to go into our third fight with a blacksmith Ian next time. Cool. So, enemies take less indirect damage. That's one trait that I want to avoid as much as possible, because this is really not good. Can't manually defend or provoke. Extra defense 242%. Nah. This is already annoying as heck while I'm reading it. So, less stat gain, 77%. I don't want that on a level where I have to face a void boss, thank you. Nether boss, I mean. This one looks good. Let's try that. Being slower doesn't necessarily mean something bad here. So which realm do we get? Venedon. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't even see these creatures take any damage, and I really tried to make it myself as hard as possible. I mean, sure, I could counter myself with instability perks, which basically counter me, but I mean, I feel like shooting myself into the leg doesn't count. And I even tried sometimes to just start instabilities without looking at them, and I haven't lost anything either. I don't know. Still waiting what will be the downfall of this build. So I totally understand when other people do like the Cleric for that regard. It's also the reason why I wanted to feature him one more time. Hey Joe, welcome. Your haze your hay has a mirror problem. So regardless. Arachnid nests. So happy to see you, Joe. I've sent you a little question on Discord, and I'd be happy if to hear your opinion about the Parkosaurus game, because I saw it was on a quite decent sale, and it got a update again. It has overwhelmingly positive ratings, and I figured it might be something worth picking up for my channel. Not played it too much, okay. Just saw that you have it. And I always feel like it's best asking somebody you know. But most of the time, if games have a overwhelmingly positive review, it's for a reason. Ian, you watched a bit of it, okay. Alright. So that's the third iteration of this guy. Let's see how much HP he got. As soon as we are allowed to act, that is. Whoop. Okay, 3.5 million HP. Well, that could have been worse. Creatures take 10% less damage for each time they took damage in the current battle. Yuck. Oh man. This is such a stall tactic. Oh my god. Okay. Oh well, let's pump up the stats. I can try it and see if I like it. Yeah, that was the plan. Ah, thank you, man. I knew that would. I kind of have the feeling that would be coming up. Thank you. I'll put good use to your gift. That's really kind of you. We're going to see something of that. All right, we keep consecrating them. I bought myself when the summer sale was dying 2 games too. The first one was Chronicon, which is something which I will definitely feature in the channel the next time too. It's like a pixel art Path of Exile clone, and it's really good. And the other one was Curious Expedition 2, because I was ogling towards that one for quite some time, and yep, I tried it and I really like it. My son likes it too. He was very happy to kill the boss spider. Stats look pretty. Yeah, Nether bosses at Realm Instability 5 are a little bit feisty, but at the end of the day, it's really worth it. Because you just gain so friggin' much more loot. I can't resurrect that guy. Hey, Pikachu. Welcome. That's the 21st century. Somebody enters the room and you call him Pikachu and you don't have to worry about that. Because it's normal. Okay. Why was I not able to resurrect that thing? What did I do wrong? Whatever. So, Guarier gel. And a few items. Oh man, I love killing stuff on Instability 5. Okay, but I'm pretty sure the Nether, the Gate of Gods bosses will provide some spanking for this build. That was some idea of tonight's stream too. I want to try and break this build. If you're ever a fan of the Zoo Tycoon franchise. Well, I tried to like Zoo Tycoon, but it was a tad bit too complex for my taste. Like, the user interface and the complexity didn't play together too good for me. It ended up with me not really enjoying what I was doing because I felt like I was always searching for something, which I couldn't find in that messy user interface. But maybe I just was too tired. In the last few weeks I didn't have the same endurance as I had before my kid decided to put his sleep schedule on top of on whatever, you know what I want to say. Dripped out a bit like yesterday. Yeeted my Siralim ultimate save. No! Oh my god, man. Can we have an F in chat for that? Or poor save game. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Losing save files always hurts a ton. But, well, sometimes beginning anew can be fun as well. I would definitely do a lot of things differently if I would need to start new, but for a game like Siralim, this is a little bit different, I think. Okay, so that Nether boss was not really too Nether nor boss. Well, okay, it was a lengthy fight, but one of my critters died. Yes, impressive. Well, I feel like all the defensive specializations are quite a good beginner friendly thing, because I consider myself still a beginner in this game. The other people in the community who are playing Siralim since earlier parts certainly have a completely different approach than I do here. And, well, I felt like when I killed the first guild boss, like I completed the not the tutorial, but I discovered the gameplay loop. And now it was time to perform. At least it's an opportunity to play with the blessings of the god system from the very beginning. That's true. That's true. That's quite a cool thing, because I started into the blessing of the god system with level 20 to 30 on everything, and this way you don't really feel the progression in any way. It was just a massive boost to compared to before. I mean, never say no to boosts, but I really do like the blessing system that has been introduced. Oh, a dumpling! Get it! You're not gonna get away, you tasty little bun. Ha, got it. I hope it's not going to get away. Ah, it's looking good. Alright. These things give so many levels. Okay. Oh, by the way, how's the prophecy card going? Training mission, riddled dwarf, pilgrimage mission, hunt mission, mission. Let's do some missions. Arena battles. Oh yeah, so whenever it's warm, my brain works worse too. I can relate, man. Oh, I'm looting so many costumes since I can run Instability 5 reliably. It's insane. Well. So, I'm going to put up a little bit of a rundown of the traits one more time at this point of this team, so everybody who's new to this guy here can check out what I'm doing here. So basically we really have it's super simple. We have the end, which creates always mending, and we take less damage while we got mending, and we always have leeching, and when we are attacked we heal mending, and We recover more health whenever we get healed, and well, whenever stats will. That's for pumping up the attack. After my critters are healed, a random enemy takes damage to 50% of the amount of healing. That's basically one of my main damage motors here. And here we have some boost for the resurrections. Basically, this is one of the traits I'm least happy with, because I feel like this could be replaced. But, well. And this one is a burst protection, basically. I mean, it doesn't protect you from one-shots, but, well, it still helps a ton to mitigate those hefty blows. Buff gain while healed, yes please, because buffs are just OP. And max health stacking whenever you get healed is tremendously powerful. Tremendously powerful. And yeah, this guy heals the whole team whenever he starts his turn. And stat boost for health, so the more health we got, the more stats we have. And yeah, whenever we get attacked, we heal. Whenever our leeching thingies get attacked, they heal. Yeah, the max HP increase trait is powerful as heck. Like, the combo of increasing max HP whenever we get healed with stat increases based on the current health is massive. And last dude here, well, he heals his buddies when he attacks, and, well, usually I have him set on defend, because he puts up a massive heal whenever he defends. There's a little bit of stuff we can change here, but well, I'm not done optimizing with this build completely yet. Not like you, Hyorin. I feel like you are with the Blood Mage already way further down the road than I am. In a good way, I mean. So, we had a pilgrimage mission we had to do. I love to go pilgriming, yeah, is that a word? I highly doubt it. I love to go on a pilgrimage for Torun, because it's always horribly hard to get that done on him. So, we have training, we have pilgrimage, hunt. We need hunt. Progressive summer has been getting progressively hotter, and that's a not good sign. Yeah, man, this, what can I say? I was really shocked when I heard about the situation in Canada. Like, hearing that Canada had such extreme temperatures, that felt like unworldly to me, if you get my idea. It was like, no, that's like when a dystopic science fiction movie, like when they begin, you know? Not cool, really not cool. I hope this will be, at some point, people will get aware about it can't continue like that, because, you know, it can't continue like that. So, let's just hope for the best. I mean, here in Germany we're only suffering from recurring drought events, which is way more harmless than heavy fires with almost 50 degrees Celsius heats. That's insane. Look, they killed my Ent. So, Zond, only level 22. It's really not good. I think that's the first time that I have his realm since the update. Can't remember being there. Yeah, I hate humidity too, Yarn. But I sweat like a idiot when the humidity is high, and over here in Germany it's the same. Humidity levels have in the air have increased, but it's not raining enough at the same time. This year is a good year. We have enough rain this year, but yeah. So this particular instability is kicking us quite hard. Oh, the enemies have 200% extra attack. Now that explains a lot. 200% extra attack are something which should be noticeable. To some degree. Well, to some degree. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joe, that the bot is not playing nicely, along nicely with you. Ugh. $983 granite. That's pretty high too. I think these numbers were lower before. Okay. I think we're pretty close to the depth that I'm looking for. Yeah, sure. Bring an Ajabiku into a master fight. That's cheating, man. This is a god spawn, not a certain race of monsters. Didn't help either. I'm so surprised how powerful the Cleric AoE has become ever since I... Wow. Ever since I started to just spam Consecration on their turns. Ooh, this was 29% of the achievements so far. Oh man, You're sensitive to temperature? I hate high temperatures as well. Or generally, extreme temperatures are not cool, but I can live with low temperatures better. But I'm sadly living on the wrong planet for that. But being pretty much away from the city core already did a lot for my quality of life feeling. Temperature fluctuations, I see. So, well, I tend to get headaches when the temperatures are plummeting too hard from one extreme to another. Always had that. So from all the builds I created, the Cleric was the only one where I felt like it's really enjoyable to return to. Because it's very easy to pick up and it still feels extremely powerful. And it's not too hard to optimize it. Other classes are for sure having more potential, but they are also way more complicated to optimize. Here I know that I have a few perks which are basically either suboptimal or unnecessary, but, well, at the same time, never change a running system, you know. Okay, there we go. So this was the last of the guilds. I love it. Oh, I need to equip that anointment at some point. Still have forgotten that. I still haven't understood what's the limit of the anointments that you can equip at the same time. But, well, I only have one, so hard to test out limits. Sorcery Guild! Okay, let's start forging keys again. Decoration mode. Now, the last guild. Which one was it again? Sorcery. So, well, I don't want to block off the corridor there. These are so huge. Ah, here. There we can go. Wonderful. So, spell damage, spell healing, spell stat modification. I see. The most fascinating thing when I completed that, the Chaos Guild quest here, was not only the anointment, but I was also unlocking this wonderful thing. So you get access to new creatures from the guilds, which is really cool. Alrighty. Oh, I have a third item from Yan now. Let's check that out too. It's hard to tell which one is the new because I can't remember, can't keep them all in my memory. I wonder if they have 10 items, but wouldn't be surprised if not, if they had. Well, for me, I feel temperature shifts as a pressure on my head somehow. Can't describe it differently. After this creature attacks, it casts Metamorphosis on the target. So... oh my god. And this must be the new one. I think they stack on top of each other. Like the third eye was the first one, I remember that. Then the chiclets came, and then I think it's working like that. This is really powerful. I love those damage mitigation and damage reduction traits a lot. 427, we're almost there. Maximum resurrections 1, less healing. Well, let's try that out. I said something about trying to break my build. Maybe that's going to be working out. Siralim, also only level 22. I have a higher level on Torun than on some of these gods. I should change my politics a little bit. Who wants to be friends with Torun anyway? So, oh my god, it's a 7 times extra cast team. I hate it when they do that. The extra cost realms are extra annoying. And with the extra speed on the enemy teams, I will have a hard time in annihilating my enemies quickly in this realm. Okay, but that's more a nuisance and not that much a threat. I really wish that there was a way to speed up these processes a little bit more. I mean, already sped up as much as I can, but at the same time I really feel like I'm way too often just holding down the E button and waiting for the enemies just to finish their stuff. Because we're going to sweep them from the table one action later anyways. But oh well. I guess there are more and less annoying instabilities. Okay, boom. We really are not that much impaired. I mean, I keep beating down the Nemesis squads here, so... well, the HP bar does move a lot more now. That's one thing. But apart from that, there's not too much happening there. Can't wait for the Nether boss, the false god there. Because the last false god I was tackling with the Defiler, and I wasn't that confident with my Defiler. I'm way more confident with my Cleric, so we're going to fail horribly, I guess, because confidence often leads to nosiness, and nosiness leads to deaths. Speaking about deaths, why are they not dying? Because they're doing major resurrections on it. Okay, let me see. Well, turns out these enemies here do not die as fast. But beyond that, we're just stacking HP like crazy. Well, False Gods is what you unlock with the guilds, so depth 415 is where you have to go. The God Gate is already quite a fun thing too, yeah. I didn't go too deep into it, though, because I feel like to have good results on the God Gates, you need a specialized build, and that was something... well, you know me, I did a lot of I did a lot of experimentation with the specializations there, and therefore I felt like I did not really have what it took to take on the Gate of the Gods. So can this thing please just die? My god, is this realm annoying. Why are you not dying, Eyeball? Why are you dodging everything? Jeez. Ah, now it's going down. Hey, Cerno. Welcome, Matt. Oof. That one was really annoying. So, oh, we have the cat room. That's cool. Undersea adventurer costume. Ooh, hello there. How useless you are. Well, ish. Invisibility on attack is pretty huge. You did 22 of them with the same build. I'm really feeling good today. Still have a little bit of trouble breathing because my nose is still not cooperating. But beyond that, I finally feel like myself again, way more than before. And so let's hope that this cold has been dealt with as well. And oh, look at this. We're going down. We're going down. What's happening? We have to rescue our people. Don't know if it's really necessary, but I want to do something. I mean, oh, my spellcasts are sealed. Nifty, but I do have passive resurrects, so... For the Cleric, if I remember correctly, as soon as 2 creatures are dead, there's an automatic chance to resurrect another for every turn the other creatures get to act. I think it was working like that. Can't remember anymore. Well... Oh no, it's generally. At the end of your creature's turn, your dead creatures have a chance to be resurrected. Okay. It's just happening. It just does that. Cleric things. So, I really like these cheap and easy resurrection paths. So where's that mirror orb, though? Because I can't wait to face the first false god here. Well, I see a certain chance of this backfiring on us. Enough offensive spells in the first turn might be actually enough to destroy this team. Oh no, your holiday is ruined. Don't like to hear that, man. That's unfair. Because I feel like we all can use a holiday from time to time. By the way, at the end of July, you guys have to live without me for a week there too. Self-isolation has struck you. Okay. Can't really follow you, but sorry to hear that. Okay. So I think I will grab the mirror ball and just yeah, well, I haven't had the master fight yet. Ah, here, Valkyrie Master. Wonderful. I don't want to skip out on the masters because they are unique chances in every realm. Can't do them more than once per realm anymore. Ah, damn. I see. Well, with the Delta variant running around, COVID has become a topic again. Over here in Germany, people are quite lazy getting their second vaccination shot, We basically have the vaccine, but people are skimping out on their second appointment. It's crazy. I still have to wait for the 10th of August, but at least I have an appointment. So we're not really scratching those Valkyries, are we? Yeah, the UK and the Delta Variant have something going on, but I gotta say, doing all this football stuff over there isn't too wise either. I mean, it's one of the most stupid things that I've heard. The bot has been updated. Well done, Joe. I'm gonna check it out later. I hope you named him well. It's a bit weird why I get one jab and not getting the other one. It's pretty dumb. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think a lot of people are just derping out the second appointment. Like, the first appointment was one thing, but then 6 weeks later, it's easy to forget that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are not showing up to their second COVID vaccination shot are just people who are not taking the situation too seriously and just derp out the appointment. Nothing more, nothing less. There we go. Let's get away from here. This realm is really annoying me. Everything takes forever to get finished. I don't like that. So, 428, Caliban the Unredeemed. Let's see. Well, there's only one name it could be. So, I don't want maximum... The maximum extra trade reduction is powerful. So... Zeus Jr.? I'm really looking forward to check that out. Enemies resurrect on death and have rebirth. This is, sounds like a nightmare. Well, this is looking good. So, I'll have to check out the bot's name now. So... Ah, I like that one. That's really a good one. Well played, Joe. Well played. Okay, so let's see how well we fare here. Okay, the multicast instabilities are among the worst, I think, because the multicast animations take forever, basically. Okay. So now we're going to see our first false god on air. So we now get to choose some runes for every enemy squad we kill from the map. And so false god is immune to attack damage. No. False god starts at the top of the timeline. Yeah, I'll take that. This is not too deadly. 50% more health, 3 buffs, or 1 debuff. Let's take more health. It's only a question of time. Usually more health is not directly translating into more deadliness on the boss. Okay. Really looking forward to that fight. Because it was not too much fun with the Defiler, because the Defiler had not enough damage output. I really need to find some way to scale up the damage potential of the Defiler. Right now it's a static line, and that's not good. D40, D420 depth, dungeon depth 420. That was a nice coincidence. 50% more intelligence. I hope that won't kill me either. Didn't do that on purpose, actually. It just happened. Charred bones granted buff. I basically added that into the line so people who are watching or playing that game more by themselves can know how far I am down in the game, basically. Because you can't stop progressing with this game. Because every false god bounty sends you deeper into the dungeon, which is quite fun. I really like that, because this way you're always forced to go deeper. Oh, that's really cool. Chance to avoid damage, 3 buffs, or less health. I'll take the less health one. I don't want to overstack that guy. I have no clue what this guy can do, and yeah. I'm really vibing for some Stellaris lately again. Really want to play that game again. Which is a good sign. Which means I'm getting my inner calm back. I had really no urge to play games like these. Today I was so close to putting up a Factorio again. So... well, let's just debuff that thing. Okay. And the false god spawns once you have killed all the map squads and triggered all the possible runes, enhancing that fight. Wait a sec. Or did I understand something wrong there? Seems like it's not every fight. Oh, Gilbert the Abomination Master. Fused enemies look quite funky, gotta say. I love it how they instantly heal up whenever they get hurt. There's so much damage spread across the table, but it's not bothering anybody. But why is this thing attacking so often and so much? Anybody know? Nobody knows, no. So they are fused with slimes. Probably they get to attack whenever they flick debuffs or something like that. He likes attacking. That's a very, very smart and concise analysis. Thank you, Siralim. What would I do without your wisdom? Like, seriously, they get to spam so many attacks. This is what the game sometimes really does bad. I wish you could have the battle log optionally as something in the main screen. That would be really cool. Because it's really not too comfy to check up the battle history like that. It would be really cool if you could have that as a flowing line of text somehow. Really dig that. Alright. So that was number 5. Pretty good. A lot of monster knowledges are climbing towards the higher ranks as well. This means we can go for more assassination missions. Although I have a feeling like, since I started playing Instability 5 that much, my loot amount has increased crazily. This was the squad we were missing still. But I mean, at the same time, you need all that stuff you find. Especially when you want to build up new teams. All those trade materials can come in very, very handy. Ooh, new card. Lovely. Mystery Mucus. What a nice. Got me some sweet Mystery Mucus. Feels like the story, it feels like the reward for my cold. I do like the rewards they which got introduced for the cards there. Alliteration, that's a wonderful word. So, these guys are concoctions, aren't they? Yeah, Mystery Lucas. Good night, Joe. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks yet again for your friendly and kind gift. See you soon, man. Sleep well. Have a good time. Disarmed enemies have a low chance to dodge. Okay. So, oh yeah, here we are. So. We know that fight already from way back when. Okay. So all these false god fights are a certain caliber. Or Caliban. Depends. So we're going to just spam more stuff. This should be no problem. But let's check out how much HP he has. Almost 8 million per pod. Jeez. That's a lot. But so far, Caliban doesn't even scratch us, so I'm quite okay with that. I do dig that boss fight music though. It's a pretty cool one. But so far, I just see us spreading tons of damage on this guy's body. Let's see how quickly we win. Unless this guy whips up some insane trick here. I mean, our HP scale up into the millions at this point. I mean, the amounts of damage scale up as well, sure. But since the HP of my creatures scale as well, the battle exhaustion takes some time until it gets squashed by diminishing returns. It's pretty good, really. Looks like we're not dealing the damage too quickly here, though. We're at 160% extra damage already. But I do see that the numbers sometimes go into the millions here. The head just took 1.3 million damage from one of my heals. So... battle exhaustion is kicking in, and there he crumbles. Not too surprised about that. Sick. It didn't feel like a boss fight at all. And this is Instability 5. Okay, I didn't roll up every possible extra difficulty rune. Probably can go more sassy next time. Didn't this guy resurrect his stuff once everybody was dead? At least once or several times? I have a vague memory of... Yeah, it's exactly the same fight we had way back when. But, well... it's not as hard as it was when I did that the first time. I'm not that overwhelmed by his constant resurrections anymore, and we deal a little bit more damage than way back when. Okay, Orb of Chaos. What do we have here? Echo. What? Oh my god. This is a very, very cool thing to have it as a general thing. Okay, but let's check out the rest. At the start of normal battles, you have a 100%. Yeah, okay. I find that a pretty useless one. I want Echo, yeah. I see a high chance of picking this, but I want to look at least at the other things. I have my doubts that I will find something better than that, but who knows. After my creatures dodge, they have a 100% chance to afflict the enemy with Disarmed. Okay. Your creatures can equip life spell gems regardless of their class. Whoa, that's a good one too. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's not as good as Echo, but it's also pretty good. Nice quality of life thing. When your creatures attack, their attack would fail to deal critical damage. Okay. Lucky crits. Yeah, I would highly recommend you to pressure onwards to unlocking that Aeolian, because I feel like you will have a lot of fun with that stuff as well. Your creature's spells affect stats 100% more. Your creature's spells deal. I love that. At random times during your creature's turns, they have a chance to cast a random ethereal spell gem from their spell. What? Stratagem. More damage while invisible. Tools of trade. Yeah, we're going to pick up Echo. I mean, and we got reputation with a life guild. Ooh, level 2. And more loot than the game is able to show. Ooh, Halloween banner. Cool. Reminds me that I wanted to get back decorating at some point. So yeah, it didn't look too hard. I feel like I don't see myself failing too quickly with the Cleric build. I don't know. Pretty curious to see what eventually will be the downfall of this concept. Because I'm pretty sure there will be something which just outright slams it into the ground. Never had a build which was good against anything, everything. Okay, let's get over to our guild mates here, and here, life. Holy Shrine. Your creatures allows you to craft gems of Holy Shrine at the enchanter. Is that a spell? Your creatures gain a random... It sounds like it's a spell. Thunderwood Angel. After this creature attacks, it casts Lightning Storm. Neat. So let's check that out. I want to see if that does what I think it does. So, Holy Shrine. Yeah. Awesome. Wow. I mean, that's a pretty powerful spell. Just creating flat out buffs for everybody. My Warden will love that. So we also gained a 10% of reduction of spell and attack damage taken, and a 10% extra healing given. So this is meant to be a long-term thing. Okay, so we smashed Caliban. Hydronox, I did that one before. Impington Reborn. That's good, sir. No, yes. Jotun. So Caliban had Evoker and Trickster traits, I see. The Ancestor, Blood Mage, Inquisitor, and Purgatorian. Oh, Purgatorian traits. Saint Althea, well. Paladin and Clerics. Ooh, Paladin. That would be tasty too. I really love it that these bounties here consume your amber shards as well, because I have overflowing stacks of these, and I love to see that there's something which uses those stacks as well. So I'm tempted to go either for the Paladin traits or the Purgatorian Inquisitor ones. I'll take the Ancestor. This false god used the Nether Orb of Life to ascend to godhood and spends its days wandering the plains of Rhodia in search of devoted followers. Okay. 434. Okay. But let's have some fun at the Gate of the Gods. So, Aeolian, God of Wind. Meraxis you did mention there. Your creatures always defend after your creatures take damage. They reflect. Okay. I have 42 keys, so we might take an attempt here. So let's take on Aeolian. Alright. So stuff is dying in the first turn. I expected that to happen. That's why we brought our Requiem. And we need to get the stack statting machine going. Looks good. Okay, I think we have the fight under control already. But if I remember correctly, this boss was denying indirect damage. So we have to do our damage by attacking him directly. Immune to damage that doesn't come from attacks or spells. Yeah. Oh, wait a sec. Your creatures can only take damage from one class at a time. Oh, it's one of those. So we're going to swap over to attacks now, because it's not of any use to do it differently. Focusing my attacks on Aeolian now, because I feel like it's the best thing I can do. Oops, I didn't want to macro this guy. Because the faster I take down the ancient, the god thingy there, the faster I can deal damage to everybody. And basically getting hurt doesn't hurt my team. Sounds weird, but that's the way it is. Okay, now I think I got everybody on the attack thing again, and let's just hope that our friend here swaps to a element which we can provide quite soon. Because as we can see here, they're not really dealing any damage. I mean, we're getting used to that, aren't we? But at the same time, I mean, he needs some vulnerability against life soon, but he keeps swapping between two elements back and forth. Don't even have Chaos Element. But at the end of the day, I only grow stronger for every turn that passes, so I don't mind. At some point, I'll just one-shot him if this fight goes long enough. Ah, here's the light turn. Let's see if we have enough damage on our light creatures already. 14k doesn't look too good. Ah, well, we getting there. 50% of his HP were taken there, but now he gets to act again. Swaps over to death. Well, well, my death critter is hitting quite hard too. So I think we definitely win the Aeolian fight quite easily. Now he's going down. That should be the last turn. I mean, the biggest difficulty in the god fights there is that you start out with level 100 and your enemies get to start out with level 1000. And that's the biggest difficulty, I think. So, 10 emblems. They might want to stack that up too. Skin full power. Ooh, I gained a skin for him. Mana for Aeolian. Oh, I can't summon him now. Let's check out that skin. So, where is it? Ah, here, full power. Ooh, fancy. I like that. So, what can we do now? Choose the avatar you'd like to Godforge. No. Okay. Ah, here. So, I heard that once you kill every god on level 10 with a single class, the class ascends. That's something I really want to achieve. So, let's see Apocrynox. Okay. We're looking stable in turn 1. That's already good. Oh, I should try and check out if I can equip the anointments there for the next fight. So, okay. We basically just need to stack up more damage, I think. That's all. This looks like a quite easy fight. A little bit lengthy, but that's okay. I mean, we started out on a very low level anyways, so... Although Apocrynox does try to spam quite hard, there's just no damage getting through. It's amazing how quickly this build stacks its defenses up to a level where it's not getting bothered by anything anymore. I really like that. I mean, we are not dealing too much damage at this point, but, well, I'm growing. They're not. So. Probably I can get beaten by builds which follow a scaling routine which just scales harder than mine. I think that could be a thing which definitely could be tackling down what I do here. Personally think this is one of the easiest gods. I thought so too when I checked out the skill. Yeah, there are way crazier god skills out there than this guy spamming just his spells like crazy. I mean, I wonder if there's any character classes which are more vulnerable to this strategy, but as we see here, we're just doing fine. It's just taking a moment, that's all. Zonte. It's annoying. Well, we're going to see. Hooray! Apocrynox unlocked. Aurum. At the end of each enemy's turn, they take damage equal to 300% of their lowest stat. Well, that doesn't sound too hard. Let's see. Okay, we have we have people down. But I don't want to bother myself too much with resurrecting units because they resurrect themselves eventually. I don't need to do anything. Spamming out my consecrations is way better, and I forgot to bring the anointments again. I mean, maybe the anointments don't even work here, but I want to check it out. Double cast would be a great thing to have. But it doesn't look like the... we're running into trouble here. But with this fight, I gotta say, the fact that you take 300% of your lowest stat, my build, which boosts up its stats, basically hurts itself more and more the stronger it gets. But since we stack up max HP, it never will come to the point where it annihilates itself. But this is a sneaky side effect of this trait. It does punish your stat gains quite hard if you don't increase max HP at the same time. It might even kill you. Alright, we got a aurum costume. Aurum costume? Wait a sec. Can I run around as aurum now? Yup. Awesome. Oh, I wanted to check out the alternate cleric. Yeah, well... not a big fan. Okay, now, character, perks, no, anointments, yes. So, fixed signs, and echo. Okay. Nobody told me that there's a limit. Didn't see any limits, but there must be a limit. Okay. Azural. Oh, well, this shouldn't be any problem. We're buffing up ourselves like crazy. Oh, it's even level 1,500 for the enemies. I thought it was only 1,000. Ooh, we're losing units again. But the buff machine will roll eventually. Azural just takes ages. Hey, Bob, welcome, and congratulations to your second vaccination shot, my man. We were just talking a while ago about that. People here in Germany are not going to their second appointments for their vaccination shots. I don't understand why, but some people just love COVID, I guess. Okay, but I mean, Azural might take ages, but we do stack up buffs like crazy, so eventually we should be able to do some damage. While I don't know why, Pop, some people here in Germany still think that the vaccines are bad for them, and to some degree, my assumption was that they were just derping it out. Just forgot that. So I heard that the Canadian government spreads reefers or cannabis on the second vaccination shot. Is that a rumor or is that really a thing? I thought I had some Canadian in the channel a while ago, a few moments ago. Don't know if Pika is still around. I wanted to ask a Canadian the next time when I meet one about that. Yeah, well, we're grinding down Azural. But it's really a messy fight, taking quite some time. But I do like the concept that you get a special reward when you manage to beat every god here on level 10 with a certain specialization, because to beat that on a certain specialization you really have to dig deep into your tricks. I really like that. Well, ow! My characters are dying. Unfair. Well, can't wait to see Azural die. So we're going to swap over now to attacks, because I want to focus my fire onto Azural. Well, I'm going to look forward to the god avatars, Urine. That's why I wanted to do this this challenge myself as well, because I felt like it was about time to add a few of these god avatars myself into my team. Okay, we have an Azural costume now. Cool. So the question though is, did those anointments now trigger or not? I have no clue. Erebus. At the start of every other one of this god's turns, all enemies are killed. Yeah, I can't play that without the Pandemonium protection thing. No chance. So this one is right. This one sounds quite annoying. So how are we going to do that? So the third trait on a creature is the item trait. If I remember correctly, I had a quite unimportant one. No? So, well... See you soon, Pop. Have a nice time, mate. So, I mean, let's check it out if I understand that concept correctly. But I'm pretty sure we should just all die. And the idea behind that is that you are prepared for that. Okay, I just wanted to know if I understood correctly what happens there. So, well, we just have to create ourselves a new artifact, I guess. Simple as that. So we're going to do that. Upgrade that little helmet. And put a few trinkets in there. Let's see if it if we can do it like that. I mean, so Pandemonium Rebirth. Here we go. So I'm going to equip it on this dude here. And change his strategy to attack. And let's see if this works out. I mean, basically, my other people just need to resurrect this guy now before Erebus does her thing again. And then we should be well off. Let's see. Boom. And rebirth. Wonderful. And everybody is confused. That's not cool. That's certainly not cool. This yields a certain chance that the servers will not get resurrected, but oh yeah, we're just going to do the Requiem. That's a good idea. Requiem can't miscast, so... Alright. Should be working out. Every other turn, it said. So it should be... We should have 2 turns of time to take down Erebus. Yes, yes. That's how it works. No, I shouldn't spam the Requiem like that. This is a waste of valuable resources. Yeah, there we go. Got that right. That's how it works. Erebus is not easy. Yeah, it's the... I feel like this is the first one... Oh. Which actually does have a really nasty component here. But the auto-resurrection here does help us a ton. What's a little bit annoying, though, is the fact that I think when everybody dies, their stat bonuses get reset. So basically, we can't stack our creatures just like that, you see? They had 45k max, and now they have only 13k max again, so... It's quite uncool. Let's see. But luckily, due to the auto-resurrect, we basically... just needed that one item to make that happen, and now the rest should be cool. We're just getting denied from our scaling mechanic here a little bit more. Oh, Blood Mage has perk as a... Oh, that sounds great. Preventing stat reset or dying is really awesome. But so far, we're doing really, really good here, I'd say. The Royal class. Oh yeah, I already got that one. I haven't dipped into it, though. Cool. Really happy to see that we got this figured out that quickly. Take that, Erebus. You are outmatched. Just takes quite some time to finish her off, due to the fact that our stats get reset every death. But I mean, at least we do get some stat boosts on the way down up there. Yeah, the Purgatorian has really good traits to utilize around not dying and stuff. Really like the anointment system because it basically lets you create that super class where you just add perks from other classes until you have the ultimate monster. Really like that. So die already, Erebus. Stop being stubborn. You lost this fight. There we go. Finally. Well, gotta say, I'm a tiny little bit proud about that one. Well, good luck then, Yorin. I mean, basically you just need to hunt that god for a while and then you should get that perk. But as you saw there, the selection is random, so I don't know. Jeez, they are dying slowly. We didn't scale too well here in this fight. Everything took forever, but there goes Erebus. So I want to check out the avatars here that we have so far. Aeolian. Creatures always dodge attacks and deal critical damage, but take 50% more damage. My god, that's a powerful thing. Jeez. Apocrynox. If this creature attacks, it casts 3 of its equipped arrow spells. Yeah, that's the Apocrynox thing. Oh my goodness. This is nice too. These things are all so bonkers. I love it. At the start of this creature's turn, it casts Snowstorm. After your creatures attack a frozen enemy, they cast Shatter on it. Aurum is insane. Erebus. After your creatures take damage from an attack or spell, they cast a Scourge spell on the enemy. The type of Scourge spell is based. Wow. That's sick. Vulcanar. Okay, more damage for each time they've attacked. Oh, this is cool. So, Freedom. Your creatures are immune to all damage except for damage taken from Blighted. So we can only win that by healing our enemies. Bye-bye, Cerno. Gonfurion. This is difficult. Ah yeah, let's go for a bad Lister fight. Wait a sec. I can't go for level 11 because I did that already. Okay. So this is the most boring of all fights, where we're not going to see anything except for survival here. I think I should stop doing anything except for defending. There's no need of spamming anything. Casting consecration spells is just a waste of time at this point. Just need to survive. And that's something my build does already very good on its own. So with guys like Gonfurion, I really need to consider putting up an entirely new build there for just that situation alone. That's quite brutal, I gotta admit. Because if I only have an ability to damage my enemy when they have 5 debuffs or more, that doesn't happen on its own. You need to force that condition somehow. Otherwise it won't happen. Well, it's not impossible. It's just, I have a death creature, for example. The 3 that I wasn't being able to get yet are Gonfurion, Thorun, and Zante. Yeah. Well, Gonfurion, I think you just need to equip a couple of spell gems extra and spam the heck out of the debuff spells there, and then it should be no problem. But it requires quite some preparation to get it done. At least that's what it looks like from the outside there. But at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a long-term goal for every character class. I'm really looking forward to see what it does when you ascend, but I have no clue yet. Or, well, you're going to do with a creature applying debuffs well. It's for sure a way as well. I do like the Affliction spell, which just applies debuffs on the enemy. Yo, Lister, are you bored yet? I'm certainly bored by this fight. I feel like this is one of the most stupid fights in the game, but at the same time, Lister is quite the lazy guy, and I dig the concept, you know. I do dig the concept. But at the same time, just sitting here and holding down the E button is quite anticlimactic to a certain degree, if it's not even about doing anything than surviving. But no problem, Lister. No problem. I just wonder why you can go for a higher challenge level if there's no higher reward for that. Just for the big balls or what? It certainly sounds like that. Hey, Lister. Come on, man. We're already at 16 exhaustion. Are you done yet, man? Can we go to sleep now? So, talking about going to sleep. Just when I wanted to. Okay. Oh, I can check out the Lister summon now, too. After my creatures deal 40% more damage and take 10% less damage for each turn they've taken in the current battle. At the start of battle, your creatures gain the Time Walk spell. Oh my god, this is powerful. Ooh, this dude would be a very, very nice fit for my Cleric, actually. Because dealing more damage and taking less damage, we have a slow scale strategy. Cool stuff. But it's good night time for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we're going to see each other tomorrow again. Drop a follow if you haven't done so already. And thanks for the good company, everybody. Bye-bye.